What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? Happy Wednesday. Um, got my drink. We've got Big Easy and we got Headless backstage. We're not sure where Ryan is yet, but as long as he comes along, he'll be. Further ado, let's introduce Big Easy. What's up, brother? There you go. I unmuted you. Sorry.
Why'd you mute me?
Well, I muted you when I played the intro.
Oh, okay.
And then I forgot to unmute everybody. So that's how exciting it is.
He's
So
afraid
now,
to chat it up and take over the whole stream.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. And then we also have Terry, which is Headless Ned Stark. What's up?
How you guys doing, man?
How's it going?
It's going all right, dude. It's going all right, you know? It's Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. Halfway there.
Yep.
How's your week been going?
All right. It's actually today was like kind of like a Friday for me though, because tomorrow and Friday we're going down in downtown Cleveland. We have it's called Shape, and it's a big physical education convention, and so it only comes to Cleveland like once like every decade basically, and I've never been down to this one. Usually there's a smaller one that's over in Sandusky near like Cedar Point and all that. And so I'm gonna be heading down there tomorrow morning and then Friday as well. So I'm interested to see because I've been to smaller conventions for phys ed, but nothing like this, because this is like and it's at the convention center, which our Cleveland Convention Center is pretty large. I mean, it's a pretty nice, because that's where they hold our Comic-Con down there too. And so I'm curious to see what a convention is like this, because I've really only done Comic-Cons in this big of a venue. So I'm interested to see.
That'll be interesting. That'll be that's it's like I went to Lex Comic-Con on Sunday.
Right, that was this past Sunday or past weekend.
And one of my friends, Carolyn, the one I do the wrestling podcast with, she never has been to anything like that before.
Okay.
So that would be like my reaction to that kind of convention. Like I wouldn't even know what do they just have like workout gear and equipment and ideas and
Dude, I honestly have no idea. So we had a professional development day this past Monday, and we had to like map out what we're going to do. I mean, and a lot of it is like, I don't know exactly what it means. Like it says session and then it says presentation. So I don't know what the difference is. So we kind of picked and choose what we wanted to try to do. One of them was actually it's for golf in elementary school. So I actually have a long time ago I bought like these safety golf clubs. So like there's like a little piece of metal like for the club head, and then around it is like a hard foam. But I mean, mine are so old and chewed up and just over time, and you can hit the ball. Like, I mean, I can hit it like 50 yards, but like you're not smashing it, right? And also like when we play, what I'll do is we use like wiffle balls, like wiffle ball golf balls. But what I'll do is I'll put like a piece of electric tape around it 2 ways, so clear some of the holes, so that way you can actually hit it a little further. But like over time, it's just like they get old and stuff, and I don't know. They're supposedly they have all this new golf stuff out for elementary schools, and so I'm curious to see what that one's going to be about. So I'm definitely gonna hit that one. There's a couple other ones that are somewhat interesting. So we'll see. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect, honestly.
No, that's interesting. I mean, I'm interested to hear about it.
Yeah.
After you go, I want to do just like what kind of stuff. I mean, I'd assume what would be there, right? Just based on the type of convention it is,
right? And like so like in the smaller one that we usually will go to, so they have like larger rooms where like basically they try to get like people from like around our area, like at different colleges, and a lot of times it is like kids who are like on the verge of graduating, and they will like kind of lead these sessions, and they kind of talk about like different games you can incorporate. Like this was a really cool one. I don't know how safe this is though, but there was one that we went to like where they were teaching about how to teach younger kids survival, just survival techniques, which like if you ever got like lost, right? What are the first couple of things you want to do? Then they started getting even crazier and like, what if you got lost in the woods? So they actually came up with like this game where kids had to learn how to like start a fire. Now it wasn't a real fire, but the way they showed it, it was pretty cool. Like, you know, it's something different, you know. And you know, honestly, like when does an 8 or 9 or 10-year-old learn that? They don't. You know, there's nothing in school that teaches them that. So it's kind of interesting. I kind of liked it because I'm a big Survivor fan anyways. So I'm always like watching them at Survivor. And I'm always like, you see these adults that can't start a fire. I'm like, dude, you're going on Survivor. You might want to learn how to make a fire because you know you're going to have to do it.
Yeah, right.
It blows me away how many people go into Survivor and have no idea how to make a fire. Like, it's unbelievable.
So, like, I'm really big into survivalist stuff, too. Like, when I was 18, I'd go up in the woods for, like, weeks at a time by myself and just live out there. Because we have 1,000 acres in eastern Kentucky. You could go out there for days and not see anybody. But I have 2 girls, and they're both girly girls. They are 100%. But I am teaching them all that stuff. I'm teaching them hunting, fishing, working on their cars, changing the oil, how to start a fire, how to set up a shelter and all that stuff. Because they don't like doing it. But by God, they're going to know how to do it because if they have to use it, then it's there.
Right.
I'm one of those guys that like to absorb all this useless knowledge that one day I could just pick it out of my head, be like, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to live.
Yeah. Well, and like Gulf Coast has said, you know, you're right. Boy Scouts used to do that, and I don't even know. Like,
now they just sell popcorn.
Now they sell popcorn.
Yeah.
And even, like, I remember I was in the Boy Scouts. I mean, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And dude, all I remember from Boy Scouts was making these like wooden cars that we got to race on their track.
Yeah.
Like, that is literally the only memory I have of Boy Scouts. Like, you know, so but it was interesting. And, you know, there's a ton of other stuff. Like, there's different games that people will teach you. And there's different, you know, different presentations, a lot with technology. And I bring technology into the gym a lot. Mm-hmm. And I try to use, you know, the physical aspect of phys ed and the technology, and I kind of blended. And I think the kids overall like it. I mean, obviously there's always going to be a few kids who are like, oh, can't we just play basketball? And I'm like, unfortunately nowadays, like, it really isn't like that. Like, we do team sports, but it's not like you just roll the balls out and let them play. Like, and honestly, like, watching a 4th grader play basketball is brutal, dude. Like, it's just like you have like the 3 kids in the class who play on a team, and then there's everybody else, and you're basically watching one-on-one. You know, that's all it ends up being. So,
I hurt myself.
Now I want to say
a whole other thing.
I want to say to King Room Media, glad to hear you're out of the hospital and everything went well. And I do want to say hi to everybody who's here tonight. I have been trying to pay attention to the chat, but we are talking, so I do know you're all here. So thank you for that.
Sorry, we interrupted his flow. That's what I do. I come in and take over all the.
I don't care about the flow. They're just talking. No, like, I know I have an interesting perspective to the Scouts. Because they're not technically Boy Scouts anymore, right? There's Scouts, and then there's Girl Scouts. Yeah. Now, when I was a kid, I was in Scouts. We got badges by going to camps over the summer where we spent a week, and we went swimming and boating and tied knots and sent 20 out in the wilderness on our own. And we got badges for all this. That's what right. And then my daughter was in Girl Scouts. They sold cookies, right? That's pretty much it. No. And then now my friend Mike, his 2 girls, Jill and Gracie, are in Scouts, because I've just found out about all this, that Scouts is boys and girls now.
Yep.
So yeah, that's okay, I guess. You know, it's fine. So what's Girl Scouts really for then, if it's just selling cookies for the most part?
My 2 girls were in Girl Scouts last year, and they're not doing it anymore because it was literally, this is all it was. LNDs, marching in parades, and bullshitting at somebody's house once a week. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, some of it, you know, I guess the social aspect of it with the girls and getting to meet the girls and stuff is some part of it, but there's other ways you can do that other than making them a salesman at the young age of like 8.
Yeah,
I
it's
walked
all
in
about making money. It's 100%.
I walked in the grocery store today after work, and we got 5 Girl Scouts sitting there selling their cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last chance to get cookies for the end of the
I guess, right? Even though those tag-alongs are amazing. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. My friend Vince at the warehouse, his daughter's selling cookies, and she's my plug for the cookies. So I got 4 boxes on my desk at work because he's like, "Got your cookies, brother?" And I'm like, "I'm out of the office early. I left 24 bucks under my keyboard because they're $6 a box.
$6 a box, yeah.
They got
tag-alongs. Those things are so big, you probably only get about 16 of them in that box.
Oh, yo, dude, dude, I was so upset at some of the sizes of them because they've gotten so much smaller.
The tag-alongs have, because I had one today, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't it used to be a little thicker? Like I felt like it was thicker back in the day, but
well, it's just like back when I was younger, a king size Snickers was bigger than any Snickers we have now, and it was all overall, right? It was overall bigger, like thicker and bigger. It wasn't just 2 of the regular candy bars in one pack, and then they keep getting smaller. And that's the same thing with the Girl Scout cookies. They used to be packed in those rows where they were so tight you couldn't even get one out. And then you open a box of Samoas and there's like 4 loosely bouncing around in there. I'm like, they stole 4 cookies from me.
Yep.
And now it's 6.
My first deployment, we got a package one day. It was 16 cases of Girl Scout cookies sent to me because my little cousin in Alabama sent all these cookies over there. And I brought 16 cases. They're like, hey, you going to share those with everybody? I was like, no, but they're for sale.
See, I got lucky because I work at the same school. But when I started out at my company, when we were a smaller company, it was all like, I'd say 45 to 65-year-old women working in customer service and accounting. So Alexis, when I started at that company, I was 24, right? So Alexis was like 5 years old. So she grew up, she interned there. So I had a built-in audience for the cookies. I would legitimately bring it, email everybody and say, Alexis's Girl Scout cookie sign-up sheet is in the kitchen. And then I would bring a dolly full of cookies into the office every year. And it was, we didn't go door to door, nothing.
Yeah.
But now it's crazy.
See, at my work, we're not allowed to bring that stuff in. We're not allowed to use the BOP as a platform to sell anything. Like they get onto it for that.
Yeah, they don't like doing that. No. That's not what we're not saying that Big Easy has 16 cases of Girl Scout cookies or anything.
We're not saying that at all.
So what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? Mine are the Samoas.
Mine are the Samoas frozen.
Caramel delights, whatever those are. With the caramel and the coconut and everything.
Yeah, Samoas, right?
Well, yeah. The purple box. The purple box. That's all
those are my favorite. I freeze them.
Yes.
Love them frozen.
Have you seen the vodka? The
No.
Girl Scout cookie flavored vodka.
No.
What? Yeah. They have like thin mints and the lemon ones and the Samoas and everything. I saw them 2 days ago. I
don't know what I tried. I went out I like Crown Royal, and I went out and bought the new Blackberry Crown Royal.
How was that?
It's effing disgusting. It tastes like Robitussin cough medicine. My dad was excited about it too because he loves his Crown, right?
Do you just drink it on the rocks?
Well, my dad does, and I'm like, flavored Crown isn't for on the rocks, Dad. I was like, it's all gonna taste like shit. But he's like, did you buy that Crown? And I said, yeah. He goes, I guess we both have something in common. We just wasted $30 today. And it tastes, dude, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I like the Crown Maple, but like you really got to be in the mood for it. Like, because like if you're expecting just regular bourbon or regular whiskey, it's like, oof, it's a little brutal. I mean, it's good with like a Diet Coke or even ginger ale. You know, it's something like this, a small little mixer. But yeah, you really got to be in the mood for that, though. I mean, you can think with Crown Apple. Crown Apple is kind of the same.
I tried the blackberry straight, and it tasted like cough syrup. Then I mixed it with some 7-Up or like Sprite, right? It still tasted like Robitussin and Sprite. And then I got the peach. I have the peach.
This is Crown Royal Peach.
Yeah.
So how's that one?
Oh, it's delicious.
Okay. It's probably much sweeter.
Well, yeah. Have you had the remember the peach Coke they had for a limited time that came in the bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Raspberry. You know that peach Coke?
Yeah.
That's what I have right here. It tastes exactly like that peach Coke.
Okay.
So Old Smoky makes whiskey. Old Smoky moonshine, and they make a peach whiskey. And got a bottle of it's $20 a bottle. And that stuff is amazing. Like on the rocks, just straight up. It's amazing. And I got all of it. I'm my wife a bottle of that. Yeah, I think it's been on it. And I'm pouring everything like that. And this stuff is smooth as hell. And I look over and I see that there's only this much left in the bottle. And I was like, oh no. This is going to end poorly.
Well, it's funny. I actually went to the store today because my neighbor's been bothering me because I owe him an old fashioned, and we drank the rest of the bourbon like about 3 weeks ago, and I just have been too lazy to go. I hate going to the store. Like I buy everything online, you know, and so I'm like, all right, let me go to the store, and I sent him a picture, and actually I think I still have it. I don't know. I've never heard of this brand. It is called Yeah, you might even be able to see it online. I could probably even show it in the thing. Let me turn on the brightness. So it's called Bird Dog flavored whiskey, and it's strawberry. And I'm like, dude, look what I'm buying you. You're welcome, man. He's like, if you buy that, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80 proof Bird Dog strawberry flavor whiskey. I'm like, yeah, no. Now I bought this huge bottle of Larceny. I don't know if you've ever had Larceny.
Oh, I have some right over here.
So good, dude. I love it with old fashions.
Larceny's amazing.
And then I bought some Whistle Pig rye to go with an old fashioned.
I don't like it much.
Whistle Pig is good. Either. Whistle Pig is really good. It starts at like $50 a bottle, and you can go up to like over $200 a bottle, depending on how many years it's aged. But again, you know, for a old fashioned, you don't really have to go the real expensive stuff. I mean, yes, it's going to taste amazing, but honestly, the $50 bottle is going to taste just as good because you're already mixing the simple sugar and the bitters, you know, and all that stuff. So,
well, it just depends on what you like. Like, you know, if you get something that's like, say, a lighter one, like a 4-year, 5-year, 6-year, something like that's going to be a little more oaky, less of a proof, and a little bit more smooth. But then if you get something that's on the 10 or 12-year, it's going to be a little bit more of if you're not used to it, because you're going to get over 100 proof.
Sure.
And I've had some of those, the charred barrel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And some of that's okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's different. Yeah, I like Four Roses there, Umpty. I like my Crown when I'm mixing stuff. I got Larceny up there. I got some of the Smith Moonshine.
My favorite is Blanton's, and everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you're bougie and everything." It was Blanton's when it was $50 a bottle.
Right, same with Eagle Rare, man.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I've not bought a bottle of Blanton's since they started like skyrocketing the prices. Won't do it.
Yeah.
Refuse. So now my go-to is Four Roses single barrel. Because I like to drink my bourbon just straight up.
Dude, I love single barrel.
Couple ice cubes, that's it. Because you can get it for $40-$50 a bottle.
Yep.
And it's good. I like single barrel bourbon. But I also dabble in making my own brand. Back in the day, I used to make quite a bit of it. And I've all that stuff's back in Kentucky. So I've just bought a new still for here, and I'm growing my own corn and everything. And I got a 10-gallon still that I could get about 2-3 gallons out of it of the good old Kentucky stuff.
Nice.
For personal consumption, not for sale.
No, I've got a lady that I work with.
You saw it with the 16 boxes of Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, I got a lady I work with whose uncle makes that kind of stuff, and every year I get a couple jars. It's hot. It's hot. It is good.
Well, I'll tell you a story about it later.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if anybody in the chat is from Virginia, but this bourbon is only I guess, what is it? No, it's not brewed. It's what's the word for bourbon? What do? They distill it or whatever.
Well, yeah, distill it and then age it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's only done in Virginia, and you can buy it in Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia. I think that's pretty much it. And it is called Tarnished Truth, and it's actually in Virginia Beach, and it's at the distillery. The distillery is at a hotel called the Cavalier, which is about, I don't know, it's like a mile, maybe not even a mile, like half mile from the beach. And every time we go to Virginia Beach, I gotta go to there. And this stuff, I'm telling you, it's about $50 a bottle, and they have a rye, they have a regular. It's amazing. Like, that is really what got me hooked into like old fashions, is when we used to go there, and it sucks because you can't get it shipped, you can't buy it anywhere but those 3 states. So literally, sometimes we will go to Virginia Beach for a couple of days just so I can buy some bourbon. It's ridiculous because it is that good. It's good.
Not bourbon though. The only bourbon.
Okay, well, yeah, whiskey bourbon. Okay, yeah.
Oh, dude, I watched Bruzel did a whole thing about why Jack Daniels isn't bourbon, even though it is.
So we have wineries and stuff out here that sell Missouri bourbon, and I've gotten into many arguments with people because they put it on their menu. People say bourbon can only be made in Kentucky. Well, that's not true. Yes, it is. It is.
It's the limestone, man.
Yeah. It's limestone. Kentucky limestone water is what you have to make bourbon. Call it whiskey all you want to, or bourbon style whiskey, but it's not bourbon, because bourbon is made in Kentucky. Right.
Well, I'm going to grab this real quick and show you guys.
So the straight bourbon in Kentucky, what's the best one that is made in Kentucky? What is the best bourbon?
For me, it's going to be Blanton's, 100%. There's a reason why people pay $200 a bottle for it.
Right,
it's amazing. It is so smooth. Like 2 ice cubes, dash water, you're good, done. But the hype is just built up so much around it because of the bottle and everything.
Yeah,
and it's good. Like retail stores, because they're allocated, they might get 2 bottles a month, are selling it for like $2.50 a bottle. It's crazy.
So they're in New York. So every time we go to New York Comic Con, there is and if you've ever been to New York, like, every single restaurant, bar, it's about a third smaller than anywhere else. It's probably more than that, probably half smaller. But this is literally, you walk in, I'm telling you, you can't fit 3 people going this way across. It is so thin and narrow. There's bar seats, and you can basically just squeeze one person behind and near the bartender. And it is called On the Rocks. And they've been there forever. And I'll tell you what, man, those bartenders are so knowledgeable. And the one time I went up there, and I told them, I said, I like this. It's called the first time I went there, I said, I like this Tarnished Truth. It's only in Virginia. So he's like, he told me to explain what I liked about it. And he's like, okay, I'm going to give you this. Tell me what you think. And I said, I'm like, yeah, this is really good. And that was larceny. That was the first time I tried larceny. I'm like, okay. And then I started looking for it around me, and they had it. So that was awesome. So the other, last New York Comic-Con, so back in October, I said, and the dude is amazing. Like, we go once a year, dude. Once a year. He freaking remembered me, dude. It was awesome. He's like, larceny. And I'm like, wow, it's amazing. So I said, okay, so give me something a little better than larceny. Give me something that's some real bourbon. I still want an old fashioned. I said my wife does not like bourbon, but she wants to try something that she'll like. So he gave us Blanton's, and yes, it was expensive. But I said, listen, we're gonna have 2 drinks here probably, because all you really need is 2. And so he gave, dude, Blanton's was fantastic.
It's
fantastic.
amazing. It's super smooth.
So good. So smooth. Yeah. And like I said, making an old fashioned, and it's like, dude, it's like candy, dude. It's so good.
Like I just like bourbon straight up, and Blanton's is my go-to. Who's it? Weller? Yeah, Weller's good. Big Papa Steve said Weller's good. That's really good. It's a little bit too much rye for me. I'm not a big rye fan.
I agree, but rye with an old fashioned gives it that little kick you need.
Yeah.
That's I do like rye.
Right. In an old fashioned, yes, but straight up, I'm not in it. But Blanton's is my number one, always will be. My go-to now is the Four Roses single barrel, because it tastes very similar. It's the single barrel. It's got a little bit more of a bite, not too much, but a little bit more. It's got a different flavor profile. But I'll tip up a bottle of Maker's Mark all day long too, because you get a whole handle of that for $45.
Sure, exactly.
It'll get you drunk.
Sometimes it's like, and then another good one is Elijah Craig. You ever had Elijah Craig bourbon?
Oh yeah.
Too.
Now I will say this though, when I was leaving Kentucky, we had a going away party, and my neighbor from across the street came over with a bottle. It just had a white plain label on it. It was Pappy 25. That was the first time I've ever had it. And he poured, I was like, here, pour you a glass. I was like, no, you pour me a glass, because I know how much that stuff costs. There was about that much left in the bottle. He poured it all in the glass and goes, here you go. And I was like, oh my God. And I was just doing this all night long, just like, yay. That was the best bourbon I have ever had.
My buddy gave me this.
Which one is this?
Weller Special Reserve. It's the screw top Weller. It's just a screw top Weller. And this is like, that's what.
Yeah. I just bought the huge bottle. I'm like, why am I going to buy that one? I'll just get the big one. It'll last longer.
See, I like this.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Maker's 46.
I love Woodford Reserve too.
And
Woodford Reserve is good.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'll drink I'll do Bullet Rye. Like, I mean, it's cheaper, but like sometimes you like if you're going to drink,
you know the best bourbon in the entire world. I'll tell you right now, the best bourbon in the whole world is free bourbon.
Yeah.
Well, that's always good bourbon.
I had a boss at Greens. Every night we close and everything, he'd open his bottom drawer and pull out a bottle, pour me a glass, and say, here you go. That was the best bourbon, because it was right after a day of work, and it was free. It was amazing.
All right, really quick. So we have Big Papa Steve. I agree. Evan Williams, that is good. That is good. That's a good one. And then Brad just said the Woodford Reserve. You guys ever had a mint julep?
Yeah.
So good, dude. That's my vacation drink. Like when I'm just tired of the sweetness, like give me a mint julep. Like, yes. No?
That's too much sugar for me.
Well,
it's not that much sugar. It's not more than like a daiquiri or something like that.
Well, it depends though, right?
I'm diabetic.
It depends.
So I don't like a lot of sweet stuff.
If we're talking the mint julep where they're pre-mixing with using the like Old Forester where it's already mint julep, or they're making it fresh, I'd prefer the fresh.
Well, sure. The fresh is always going to be better.
Yeah. I mean, they're both good, but like how you can get like a fresh mojito.
Right.
Oh, mojito.
But if they, like they said, they're using the machine, it's always going to be terrible. And I always double check that because I'm like, if it comes out of the machine, I don't want it because I already know what it is. It's going to be sugar. Yeah. You got to find someone who knows how to make a really nice mint julep and not make it super sweet because you really want to taste the mint in the bourbon. You don't want the sugar as much,
Right.
So, yeah, no, I picked this up. This tequila.
Oh, it's a nice silver one, huh?
Yeah, it's the rocks.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
good
is that the
stuff.
one the rock is?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody
Is
told
it
me
good?
it was pretty good. I haven't tried it yet. I just got it because somebody told me it was good, and I just ran out of my
It's real
Patron.
good.
So I was like, I went to Kroger and the wine and liquor next door. They had it on sale. So I was like, I'll grab it and see. Maybe I'll try some. We'll see how it tastes.
So what do you do with your tequila? Is it usually just shots or
Yeah, I just drink it.
just drink it?
Well, I got some like margarita mix in there.
Okay,
And
margarita.
I'll make margaritas with it too, but I just like tequila. So, like to try this the first time, I'll just get a little shot of it.
Is it not chilled?
No, I don't drink it cold.
You don't drink it cold?
No.
Yeah, I guess tequila you really don't.
I'm honestly I really like tequila and vodka, and they don't bother me.
Oh man, tequila, dude. Oh,
So, as long as
bad things happen when I drink tequila.
as long as it's like Blanco tequila,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. If it's the dark, I know a lot of people like the dark better because they like that caramel flavor.
Yeah, when you start drinking like 1800 or like Cuervo, oh god, dude.
No, I don't. I've got a couple bottles of that, but it's not a thing that I really enjoy too much.
Right, Chris? That's exactly right, dude. Dude, if I have one shot of tequila, like good night, everybody. Like I know I'm not gonna feel good in the morning. Like, I'm not in my 20s anymore.
Well, that's why
I can do it.
I took a little bit because I'm not planning on really drinking it. I just wanted to try it. What kind of is that? What you drinking there?
Oh, this is a Thirsty Dog.
Huh.
So this is Thirsty Dog, an IPA, and it's blood orange, and it's only like what is it 6.5? It's like 6%. It's not a strong IPA. It's a really good summer beer. And honestly, I haven't drank this in such a long time. And when I went to buy the bourbon, dude, when I got in my house today, my wife's like, "What is wrong with you?" I come in with a 12-pack of beer. I got 2 bottles of bourbon over here. She's like, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "I'm gonna have a good weekend." But it's a good summer beer. It's a little stronger than like your Sam Adams Summer Ale. It's a little stronger than that. It's just it's a nice, easy drinking IPA. It really is, and it's one of my favorite ones. My favorite IPA, and I'm a big hazy guy. I do love like it. So it used to be brewed by Platform Beers, and it was called Haze Jude. Now, since then, I believe that Anheuser-Busch has bought them over, and that's like the one beer they're keeping from Platform. But I have not seen it in any store in months. And Haze Jude, and I think it's like 6.5% maybe. And dude, it's probably one of my favorite beers ever. And now I see Papa Big Papa Steve says he doesn't like it. Dude, I used to hate IPAs, and you got to find the ones you like, because if I've tried, hundreds of IPAs, and some of them I'm like, no, like double IPAs, I'm good. Like, unless you want to just get F up in like 2 beers, then go for your double IPA.
Yeah, I like the pales, man. Like the Rheingeist Brewery one, and I got
Rheingeist is good stuff. That's based in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and I got the some of the Goose Creek Pale Ale.
Goose Creek, yep.
And that's pretty good. The Pale Ale, the green can one.
Yeah.
That's like what I actually like. I always try different ones, but those are like ones I'd actually like.
Yeah, if I can get myself some hazies, dude, that's all I drink. Like we have a brewery up here. It's called Fatheads. They have award-winning, like world-renowned award-winning IPAs. And then in San Diego, like when I go to San Diego Comic-Con, there is a brewery called Stone IPA or Stone. And again, like they have amazing IPAs. Like, and you can buy them anywhere, but the real good ones they save for there. It's crazy, dude. Like we go there, I'm like, wait, why have I never seen that in the store? And they give you a little taste. I'm like, oh my God. Like, why is this not around me? Like, what can I get this?
Dude,
it's good stuff though.
Dude, Coors Light is my dad's beer. It's been my dad's beer forever. Once in a while, like when I'm in town and he's feeling fancy, he'll be like, pick me up a 12-pack in the bottle of Yeeling, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what he'll do. He'll get some dark beer. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. My dad, Coors Light.
Last year, I got to go to the Coors Distillery in Colorado, and I think I posted on my IG about it. But they serve it straight out of the tank, and it goes through like this. They call it the glacier tap because it's covered in ice and everything like that. Oh my god, it was so good. They were like, you get 3 tastings for $10. What do you want? Coors Light. All right, what do you want for your second one? Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Third one?
Yep.
Coors Light. And I have like 5 guys with me, and I'm driving, right? And they're all like, "Oh, we don't really drink beer. Do you want ours?" Yes. Give
Coors Light.
Yes, all the Coors Light. I think I still have the cups here somewhere. They
The
came in
funny-
metal cups and everything. Is really cool.
My biggest problem with those light beers, man, it's like it literally takes like 4 or 5 beers to even like get anywhere, and then I just feel like I'm consuming more calories. I don't know. Corona Light is about the lightest beer I'll do. That's about the lightest.
Yeah.
Let's see, like I could get 24 16-ounce beers for like $20. It's less than $1 a piece.
Yeah, I get it.
And I mean, it'll last me 2-3 days, but they're good. It just tastes good.
Oh yeah, like you can get the Coors Light in the bottle at Walmart across the street from my dad's house, like a 36-pack for like a little over $30. A giant box of them, because he's like, grab me a 12-pack, and I'm like, no, I'll just bring you this.
Bring you a 36-pack.
Well, it's funny about the Coors Light because the company I work for, we have a warehouse, and it's like 1.2 million square feet, and we opened another warehouse, so we leased out like 300,000 square feet. And the company that moved in is called MCC Label, and they make the label for the Coors Light beer. The color changes. That's what they do, is they make color changing labels. So I was over there helping their IT guy, because even though it has a wall, it's still our building, and we still share like service rooms and services and all that stuff.
So what I need you to do, Adam, is go talk to the IT guy and make this look like a mountain and put it in, and it'll turn blue. And Coors Banquet's good too, Steve. I like it very much. It tastes really good, but like it's kind of like what Ned's saying, what Headless is saying. Freaking, you drink 2-3 of those, you're effed. You're effed.
Yeah. No, the Coors Light's a good beer when you come home from work and you want a couple of beers. It's not like a throw down on a Saturday night with some 8% IPAs, you know?
Yeah.
I drink 12 Coors Light, walk to bed, and be fine.
I don't know. I just get bloated from all that. Like I would rather drink 4 IPAs over 3.5 hours, and I know I'm good to go. And it's I'm
bloated 24/7, so I'm fine.
Yeah,
like I have this condition that I constantly am fat / bloated, so I'm good.
Okay, so I am Brad. We will talk about this. I've got it up because I was going to talk about it. Nobody else cares but us, but we're going to still talk about it. So in Louisville with our college basketball team, we're huge college basketball fans. Mm-hmm. We fired our coach, Kenny Payne. He was supposed to be the Jesus Christ of coaches and save our team from doom. Instead, he left very, very rich and he do very good, but we still love him because he's a hometown boy. He didn't want to be the coach, but he was convinced. So now we're on a search for another coach. So now we're on a search for a new coach. It started today.
So they're not, I'm assuming they're not in the tournament.
Oh, God, no. Look. Brad knows. Brad has every detail down, but like I think year 1 we won 2 games, and then I think he only won 8 games. The first year we won. The first year we won 2, and I think we won 6 or 8 this year. 4 4 games. We only won 4 games.
And the Buckeyes aren't in it either. They're terrible, dude.
So,
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I am super in. This might be the first year ever I'm interested in the women's Final Four. Dude, that Caitlin Clark, dude, she is absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen her. Dude, she can play in the NBA. Like, I'm telling you, she is ridiculous. Like, her shot is amazing. She is something else. I think she's in Iowa, right? I think she's in Iowa.
Yeah, we
Man,
won.
man, dude, she is a good player.
What's up, Johnny? We won 12 games in 2 years.
Huh.
And so, yeah, they're saying, so they have a list right now I'm looking at on CBS Sports, which is where I usually, their news is pretty, like, a lot of people, they'll be like, all like, this is it, right? And then they'll be given like good opinions. So they say that, we might have the FAU coach, Dusty May, or Amir Abdul Rahim, who coaches USF. Don't know who he is. The coach of Baylor, which I don't believe because he's not leaving. So there's a bunch of different people. Nobody. A lot of
people looking for a job.
Nah, he ain't coming back. He's still.
I remember
upset.
the first year that he was the head coach for Louisville, and they played Kentucky at Rupp Arena, and he came out of the Kentucky freaking locker room and everything like that. He got so bad. I was at that game, and I'm like, what?
So, did anybody pick anything new up this week, or?
I did today, actually.
Yeah,
and it was kind of funny. I went to Target today, and I always go look at the pops and everything like that. And I found sitting on the shelf.
hold on.
This
hold
guy.
on. I'm trying to make you lead here.
Just drag me over to you.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, cool.
I found this guy just sitting on the shelf on sale because it's 2022 Target Con. It was $11. And I didn't just get that. They had 2 of them.
That's sick.
So I got both of them. I mean, it's a $35, $40 pop for $11. Because my guess is they did an audit and somebody hid these in the back and they found them and went, why are this back stock sitting back here? Put it on the shelf.
Heck yeah.
Pops in Kansas City is tough. Like, you can find a bunch of stuff and everything, but not a lot of people are buying them. So, like, a lot of the places, that Walmarts and stuff like that, they've really downsized their pop. You can't find them anymore. But we went to the Legends outlet today, and I've done a video on this before, a pop hunt. And, like, we went to Books A Million and Hot Topic and GameStop, and there's tons of stuff. But I found those at Target. I was like, hell yeah, I'm buying these things. And now I'm thinking that I'm going to do a mystery box, my first ever mystery box, and throw those in there in the mix. So
heck yeah. That's a good one. People like that.
I mean, a $30 pop, $35 pop's a pretty good hit on a $20 mystery box.
Yeah, Wagon Man 65 says Knuckles is dated 2023.
Well, this is 2022.
What's the bottom of the box? Does it have a date on it?
It is 23 on the box.
That's weird.
On the stamp, yeah.
So does that mean that there was more released or what?
Does it say 2023? It says 2023?
So the stamp is TTC 230906. So yeah, 23. But it's Target Con 2022.
Wagon Man says it's a re-release.
It might be.
I don't know this, but he's telling me.
But why would they put the 2022 Target Con sticker on it?
The bottom of the box is dated 23.
That's true.
It's a re-release of the 2022 pop. So they
nonetheless, it's still a good pop. It might.
No. That's not taking away from the pop. I was just reading the chat, and I didn't know this. I never paid attention.
Why
Just
y'all
like,
got burst my bubble? Y'all just
I know, Wagon Man.
That's
Yeah,
what
Wagon
that-
Man. It's still a cool. Even Rhea over here is like, it's still a cool pop, dude.
Yep.
It's still a cool pop. What
yes,
about you?
Umpty. All of my shipping is done via Pelican. So
That's what Funko does, though. They re-release things, right?
yeah.
Did you
Now,
grab?
did you guys try to get into the what is it? The Freddy?
No.
Freddy. What is it?
Oh, the Fred.
Fred 290, 295. Oh my!
Beyond popular belief, I'm not made of money.
Dude, here's the thing. Everyone who's buying that thinks they're gonna sell it, and no one's gonna buy it.
No.
Good luck. Like who?
Right.
Dude, I'm good.
Well, okay, so I would have been tempted to buy it for like somewhere in the range of $80 to $100, but I just think that the price is too high for what it is.
It's horrible. Yeah.
And I have all these super plastic toys that, don't get me wrong, I like them, but they're worth 25% of what they were when they were retail. Like they didn't even hold retail value. All those spray cans,
Yep.
like the Sket ones spray cans, they're awesome, dude. I've got Cali colors. I've got all sorts of them. They're awesome, but like you can't give them away for $30 each.
Yeah, there's I don't know why they're selling that for so expensive. Like I don't even understand it. Well, because it's 11 inches. Is that what it is? Like who cares?
Yeah, like 11. I'm like, it's just too expensive.
Like I feel like they're trying to like sell, like like if you ever been to like one of the stores like in Hollywood or up in Seattle, they have the huge Freddies that are like basically 5 feet tall. I feel like they're trying to sell something that's kind of like that and just charging $300. I mean, I don't know. It seems outrageous to me, but I'm good. I'll go spend my $500 on NFTs instead.
Yeah, I've so mellowed out on the NFTs.
Did you get any Star Trek?
I have yet to buy it, and not one NFT ever.
No, I got like I didn't the honestly with the all I really want is some of the Freddies. So with the Transformers, I just bought them after the fact, card by card. Yep. And I'll probably do the same with the Star Trek because I want the Will Wheaton one and I want the Freddy one. The rest I could care less about, right? Yeah. So and they're so cheap. Like you can buy them for so cheap just buying them. Yep. And I don't,
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, the whole NFT thing. The only reason why I even buy packs at this point is just to go for the Grail, because the Grail is most of the time going to be the most expensive one. Mm-hmm. But I bought a ton of packs for Transformers because I wanted that Starscream. Didn't get it, and I go back and I look now. Okay, so if I didn't buy all these packs, I literally could have collected the whole set for less money than what I paid for the packs.
Yeah, so, it was like, I think it was like $86 for the set to get the royalty.
Yeah, so the royal, and some people are selling the royalty right now for like $80.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Like I ended up getting 2 royalties. I got 3 of the legendaries because I made a trade, which I probably shouldn't have traded because I could have sold the one and got more money. But I was just like, dude, let me just get what I want and call it a day. But yeah, the only one I don't have is the Starscream, unfortunately. So I don't know. I'll wait. I mean, you'll get it for $200 at some point. People are still trying to overcharge. I'm like, dude, I got 3 months to get it. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need to like pay for it now. And once those coins go out, then you really, you can really get a good deal because people sometimes just don't want them. And when you can get the coin because they're desperate, you can usually get them for a lot cheaper than what they are now.
Right. Yeah, no. And I mean, there's been some I've done, but I mean, I've made out better cashing in the cheap ones, and cashing them in and getting them physically and then selling them on eBay or whatever.
Yeah.
And getting fair money for some of them that weren't worth that much. But, I honestly only want the Freddies. There's very select that I don't need all of them.
Yeah, I'm just a Transformers fan, so like seeing the Ultra cool. Skywarp was cool. Like the I think it's Cheetor.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming that is from the new movie because I don't remember that as a kid being a thing. Like I'm not really sure. Maybe someone in the chat knows, but Cheetor, I don't remember him ever being in any of the movies.
So he was in.
I'm sorry, any of the cartoon versions.
So they did a cartoon Beast Wars, I think it was called.
Oh, is that what it's from? So that's after that's after the OG movie.
Yeah, they did a whole series of just the animal Transformers.
Beast Wars. Okay.
And that's why I watched that when I was a kid. And Cheetor was my favorite character. I had the one that would transform from a cheetah to the robot and everything like that.
Okay.
Beast Wars, yeah.
So that's kind of like when I stopped watching the cartoons. Like I kind of watched the cartoons after the main movie came out, with Rodimus Prime and Galvatron and all that. And that's the other thing. Like, where's my Galvatron Funko Pop? Like, what is happening here? Why do we have 3 different Starscreams, but I can't get a Galvatron? It's like ridiculous. But, I mean, whatever. But yeah, after Bumblebee turned into Goldbug and Rodimus ended up turning back to Hot Rod because Optimus Prime came back. That's kind of when I stopped watching when I was a kid. And so yeah, the Beast Wars stuff I never really got into or watched.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it had to be that or maybe that new movie that came out because I had no idea who Cheetor was. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get the other ones though. Like Brawn. Where's my Brawn Funko Pop? Dude, Brawn was such a good character. Or Cliffhanger. That was Cliffhanger, right? No, he's the same car almost as like Bumblebee. They're the red version, and he's the one who gets blown up. He gets blown up one of the episodes. I remember that. But like Brawn and there's so many good Funko Pops they can make out of Transformers. But and then was our RC that was the only one I got.
Goat Daddy says Galvatron was in a 2-pack this past year.
That's true. He was with. Yeah, you're right. I do have it. I should know because I bought that at Fun Days. Yeah, you're right. That was it's Galvatron and Rodimus. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mimo? Yeah, I did the Fantastic Plastic series because I like that. And but like the Space Jam and the Transformers, I just went to the store and bought the individual cards.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing with the Star Trek. And yeah, there's a couple of them that shot up, but they're all like the epics are like $8 each. And then the Wesley Crusher Pop is like $19. Like to buy the NFT, the legendary. Like
it's only $19.
Yeah. The Grail is only like $157.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I wouldn't mind. I'll probably end up picking up like Worf and Captain Picard. I mean, they're not very expensive at all.
Yeah.
And if you bought them, I've been using the drop marketplace lately because it's easier to use USD for my Coinbase account than it is to pay fees to transfer wax, Yeah,
the only problem I have with drop, and the only reason why I even can collect wax at all, and I usually will sell a lot more on wax because it's hard to sell like your commons and uncommons on drop because the minimum is 5 cents. Most people aren't going to pay that. Like, but not when you can pay parts of a penny. So so that's the only issue I have with drop is that it's literally like, I mean, they need to drop that down to at least a penny because people aren't paying 5 cents. Like, you can't sell commons on there. It's hard.
Like what I do myself is like when I open them and I have some doubles as some rares and epics, I'll move them over to Atomic Hub and then I'll sell them and I'll make like $5. And then I can buy all the commons.
That's what I do too.
Rares for like $6 on Atomic Hub.
Yeah. And
then transfer them over. Sometimes I get a double of a legendary, I'll sell it too. But
and that's the other thing too, is like it is actually beside commons but the not commons and uncommons, but the rares and the epics, usually they're cheaper on drop because there's not as many people selling. So people try to lowball each other a lot more on there.
See, I'm looking at the epics for like the next generation, and there's one that's like making up to $16, and but the rest of them are the $8.
Yeah,
$7-8, which is to be expected. Oh yeah, no, the packs are just for the Grail hunt, and sometimes I really like them, so I want the gamble to get the Grail, or I take the gamble because I want to get the Grail to flip it to pay for what I just did.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But that
it stinks when you don't get it then when you spend that much, because that's what I mean. Transformers, I spent quite a bit of money to try to get that Grail, and I just didn't get it. But I did the same thing with Funko Ween, and I grabbed the Samurai, and I also grabbed 4 other ones, or 4 other legendaries. So what I ended up doing is I ended up selling the legendaries because I wanted to make sure I had enough money put into for the Transformers. So yeah, I mean, I spent the money, but I also made the money on those legendaries because I didn't really care. And then the Samurai is the only one I really wanted because I thought that was the best one. So I did get lucky and pull that Grail. So it's like you said, it's all gambling. It's luck of the draw. It's kind of what you want to do,
No, I agree. I mean, I think I got some that I'm going to redeem, but I just got to take it easy with it. I like the Funko ones. These next gen ones are kind of solid. I mean, I'm going to definitely just go through and buy them,
So last Friday they didn't announce anything, right? Because I don't think I saw it. So do you think they're going to announce Star Wars this Friday?
I don't know.
Are you doing Star Wars?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what's the thing.
It depends what they are.
It's
just
right
now. Me and Lumpy were talking about this a little bit a couple weeks ago, and I mean, we kind of think it's going to be a Phantom Menace since it is the 25th anniversary. I feel like it's the perfect time to do it. But can we get a character that we don't have yet? That's the thing. Like, give us characters we don't have. Like, I don't need a 4th Jar Jar. Like, there's only been 3 of them. Like, 2 of them in the past year. Like, give us character. Like, can we get like a Sebulba? Like, give me somebody we don't have. I don't know.
I don't
get it.
John says it should be announced on Friday.
Yeah, I'm
interested. I'm going to go for some of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to be more picky. It just the prices of some of this stuff has went up ridiculous on everything. Like Mike Beatty picks me up stuff when he's out and about. He hits me up today because of those new Biddy Pops, the WWE ones.
Yeah.
They're like $17 for a 4-pack.
Oh,
if I get all 4 of those, that's like almost $80, dude.
$80 for
an unresponsible amount of money for anybody to spend. Like, look, the box.
I saw those today on the shelf.
Yeah, but they at the store, like at Hot Topic or anywhere else, they cost like $17, $16.90 is what the retail is on.
I'm going back there later this week.
Okay.
I'll see what they are and I'll let you know.
I mean, I'd be like $10, like $80 is a lot for those. There's a lot better Funko stuff I could spend money on than the Biddy Pops for that much. Like, those boxes that Carrie and I opened a couple weeks in a row, right? Oh, a couple different times. I bought the case of that DC ones, and I bought a case of the Disney ones.
Yeah,
I got those off eBay for like $40 each. So, I mean, like, that's a lot of them for $40 compared to, So I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, them to go on sale.
Yeah.
Umpty says we do need a 4th Jar Jar.
I think we need another Freddie Funko is Darth Maul, or Darth Maul doing something.
Well, we have we have Freddie as Darth Maul. I'm looking at him right now. We need
Freddie is Vader.
We don't have a Vader. We just got Anakin. I'm trying to think. I mean,
Freddie is Vader, but the helmet is removable to show Freddie's.
There you go. I mean, I'll even do what about Freddie is Jar Jar?
Removable helmets and stuff.
Yeah,
I got a Koye where you could take the wig off of her head.
All the sports ones, a lot of them have removable helmets.
Yep.
Freddie Funko is the football player.
Okay.
Has a removable helmet as well. So there's a lot of pops that have removable helmets. Jar Jar is secretly a Jedi Knight.
Jar Jar's a Sith Lord.
Jar Jar is Darth Maul.
There should be an April Fool's drop after Star Wars.
I have yet to buy an NFT ever, but I've always said if they did The Office, I'd be all in 100%. I'm a huge Office fan. I'd be all in on The Office. I did just pick up Fun Run Andy. If you haven't seen that or know the episode where they did the fun run for Meredith because she got rabies and stuff like that, He says his nipples chafe real bad. And he's running, and his nipples are bleeding through his shirt as he's running. It's amazing pop. Amazing pop.
Like, who doesn't need a nipple bleeding pop? Like,
right.
I mean, that's like a no-brainer. Right?
I want to get Michael holding the big check that's made out to science for like $300. Hey, Adam, I put something in the private chat.
Oh, of course. Chat,
Right.
you can do whatever you want, dude.
All right,
here.
So
let's do this.
Guys, if you don't know, I co-host another channel called Let's Chat with Veterans, where it's me and Pop in Missouri, or Pop in the Show Me State, excuse me, Charles. We talk about veteran issues, and we go into every week. We talk about a new charity or a new charity organization that support veterans and stuff like that. And we've just moved to Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, so 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to post the link right now to the channel. We're on the road to 500, right? And like, none of these organizations, we're not sponsored by anybody. We don't do anything like that. It's all just trying to help out the veteran community and everything like that. We're on the road to 500 right now. And I think we're at 331. So there's the link. Christina Payne also dropped the link, in which she's been doing all night because she's amazing. Thank you, doll. But we're on the road to 500 right now. When we hit 500, we're going to do a huge giveaway. It might be some personal, mementos, because I am a veteran myself, and anything that I can do to help out the veteran community, whether it's showing these programs, like we've talked about programs called iHoot that give free week-long vacations to veterans. And, we just talked about one yesterday that gives free scholarships to kids for for soldiers who have fallen in combat and everything like that. It's a great channel. It's a great, we're just all about helping the veteran community. So if you wouldn't mind to go check that out, we're on the road to 500. Once we hit 500, we're going to do a huge giveaway and everything like that. And I could care less about my personal channel. This is my lifeblood right now. This is what I'm pumping all my time into. So go ahead. If you have time, please go over, check them out. If you like us, hit subscribe, and, let your friends know that we're just trying to do some good.
Please do go check them out, guys. Please do. Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Thanks for telling me. I didn't see it over there. Well, I think I said something about pickups and then I didn't. Now, Saturday, we're going to be live over on Terry's channel. We're going to be building Legos. Maybe Ryan will show up then. I'm kind of worried about him because he's always around.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him.
You haven't talked to him in a few days?
No.
Oh, well, either way. But
he said he was on Let's Talk yesterday. So, yeah, I mean, dude, you got to remember, too, it's 9 o'clock here.
Yeah.
So, for him, it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah. No.
2 a.m. And, so, I mean, it's possible the dude just fall asleep. I mean,
yeah, no. Yeah, no. I hear you. So you were going to put up a couple things to vote on?
Yeah. So if you guys head over to my channel, I think Christina just linked it. So I have a poll up there right now. I put up there about half an hour ago or so. So we're going to bring back Bricks and BS. So if you have never watched it, basically it's just a bunch of adults building Legos. Like, I mean, I don't know what's more fun than that. And we'll have a couple beverages. Maybe we'll get some bourbon out. And so on my channel, I do have if you want to make me large, Adam, I can show these off really quick.
Hold on. Give me 1 sec here.
So I have 2 sets that I'm having you guys vote on. So I've been sitting on these for quite a while because I've been waiting to kind of get back into the Bricks and BS thing. So I have the diorama of the Emperor's throne room from Return of the Jedi, and this one is sitting at, what's this guy at? This is at 807 pieces. So I've been looking forward to making that, but I've been waiting for a live.
Yeah.
And then the other one I have is 599 pieces, and this is Ahsoka ship from the new Ahsoka series.
Oh, heck yeah.
what I love about this is that, dude, you get 4 figures. So you're getting Ahsoka, you're getting Sabine, Huang, and then also Merrick. So that's kind of I mean, I think this might be the most characters I already got, except for maybe my maybe the AT-AT. But the
Do the
AT-AT is
wings
all
rotate on that?
I don't know, dude. It does look like it may.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I have Bo-Katan ship up on my shelf here, and those do move.
Yeah.
So I think it might rotate because that's how it does do it in the show. So, but yeah, so just vote. And if you guys are going to hang out with us on Saturday night, it's at 9 p.m. over on my channel. And yeah, we're just going to kind of be building some Legos. We'll talk a little bit. I'm sure we'll pop off Funko Pops. Maybe we'll be talking about the Star Wars drop and the pops that come out on Friday. That's what I'm hoping for, because I really am interested to see what they're going to, what they're going to be talking about as far as those pops. And then Adam, I know you're going to be building this guy.
Yeah, I'll just show everybody real quick. That's what I'll be building.
And that's
654. Yeah, so it matches up with some of what you got. It's got a Lego guy and a Lego guy. I've just been fiending to build him for a little bit.
I may have to go buy some Legos now. I love Legos.
Get us some Legos, man.
The last one I built was I have it right here. Actually, it goes with my Cal Kestis lightsaber. I was just itching to build something, so I
That's sick.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it's so good.
Devo.
Yeah, there you go.
See, last thing I built was those Astro Boys for the video.
Yeah,
I bought Carrie a Snoopy one with Woodstock. That's the micro bricks. So no joke, it was like 2,000 pieces, and it built something like this big. Wow. The pieces were so small, you needed like a little, almost needle nose pliers sometimes.
Ugh.
They were so small. But how tall is the Lego guy? Well, I don't know. It doesn't say. Wait, here it is. Yes.
Well, if you compare it to the actual size of the figure, it's huge.
10.79 inches, 27.
Okay, yeah.
Just under a foot.
So about a foot.
So this one here that I just showed you, let me see. I think this was 11.5 inches. So it's probably just a touch smaller. I mean, you can see compared to my head. I mean, it's it's pretty big.
Hey.
So it's probably just a tad smaller, because I'm pretty sure this was 11.5 inches, because it was just under a foot. So that's probably how big it's going to be.
Just as tall as Project Freddy of a fraction of the price. That was my problem with
and more fun.
It's so expensive. I don't see what the payoff is for it. I don't like it enough.
$300. I mean, if I'm gonna pay $300, I'm gonna go buy Shin Hati, the hot toy, for $280.
Right. Like I got hot toys over here.
Right. I would rather go spend $280 on the Shin Hati, and I can like actually move it and have different positions and have different molds, and Matter of fact, I gotta go pick that up because I have to buy her. So I need to meet her is what I need to do.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, you've talked about your veteran stuff. We've got Saturday coming up with Terry. I've got a video coming out on Friday where I unbox some stuff. It's Funko stuff. Terry, next video? You got a video coming out?
Yeah, well, I have to watch a Bad Batch seasons, episode 6 and 7. So I'm probably going to do that after this live, and then I'll probably drop the video tomorrow. And then I also have so the Cleveland is getting their Comic-Con, or it's called Cleveland Comic Expo. So obviously, if you're not in Cleveland, you're probably not going to watch the video, but I will be dropping a video on that. I'm trying to get a press pass so I can get there. Actually, what's cool about that place is that they will help you get interviews. And the two people I'm most interested in is it's Diana Lee Inconcito, and I actually met her at New York Comic Con, and she was so nice. And she plays Morgan Elsbeth in Ahsoka, so she's like the Night Witch basically. And she was amazing. She did not care if I filmed. Actually, her handler filmed me talking to her from my video. So I'm going, if I get the press pass, I'm going to try my hardest to get an interview with her. And then also, I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays Ezra in live action, he's going to be in Cleveland too. So that's another one I'm going to work toward. But that's an autograph I need to go get because I don't have his. So that'll probably be my Friday video, and then Bricks and BS on Saturday, and then every Sunday. I don't know if you guys are watching. I don't know if you guys are watching it, but me and Ryan, we break down the Ones Who Live, the new Walking Dead series with Rick and Michonne. I'm telling you what, man,
it's awesome.
It is so good. We are enjoying it. We love the breakdowns. We're having so much fun with them because the show is good and it's actually something to talk about. It's not the same basically crap that we got for the last 4 or 5 seasons of The Walking Dead. It is so good. And the last episode had a great cliffhanger. We're halfway through, but yeah, we're live on. It is late. It's at 10:15 p.m. Eastern because we come on right after the show is over. And I know on the finale, I think we're going to do a live watch party. And basically a watch party is we will be on screen. We can't show it because of YouTube policy, obviously, but we all kind of watch together on our own screens. And then me and Ryan will break it down after the episode. So we're going to do that for the finale. And that is on March 31st. But every Sunday we'll be here breaking those down. So that's pretty much something going on every day this week through Sunday. So
I might try to do that. I'm caught up, but I haven't watched Sunday's episode yet.
So last Sundays?
Yeah, just this recent one. But the problem is like I can't watch them on Sunday. So then I can't come to the live to talk about it. So I'm going to try to do that for the finale. That should be pretty sick. I'm loving it. I mean, I like the Dead City show, and I watched Daryl, and it was okay.
It was okay, but this is really good, and I think you're really going to like the last episode because I thought it was probably the best episode that we had because it's just building and building and building, and you see kind of like where we're going. But then like the end of the 3rd episode, you're like, what? Wait, what? Like what? What just happened? It's crazy, dude. So yeah,
it's kind of like, and I don't know what happened yet, but I was just always thinking after this show that they're doing something to be able to bring them back together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've talked about it. Like I feel like it's going to be like an Avengers style. I don't know if it'll be a TV show or a movie, but obviously they're going to bring Negan and Maggie. They're going to bring back Daryl. In the summer, I know they're doing Daryl season 2, and it's bringing back Carol, and obviously Judith will come back. And remember, at this point, Rick still doesn't even know he has a son with Michonne. He doesn't know that, and because she never told him in episode 2.
Oh, not watched it yet.
Spoiler alert! Spoilers.
All right, we better stop talking. All right, guys, everybody have fun. And we'll see you on Saturday night. All right, guys. Peace out.
Thanks, guys, for watching.